Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 11th to the 17th of November 2019. We have a very big week this week, as on Monday we will witness Mercury transiting in front of the Sun. This lasts for a few hours and will be visible from the USA, South America, Europe and Africa. So do check the local timings. You may be able to view this if the weather permits. The last transit we had was in 2016 and the next one will not be until 2032. So this is significant in itself because Mercury transiting in front of the Sun is said to take the energy of the Sun and then transmit a message, Mercury being the messenger, transmit a message to Earth. So a very important day to tune in. And this is all about tuning really, as this is 1111. Which is a number that's embedded in the collective consciousness. When I was looking into frequencies and what the meaning of 1111 Hertz is, then it's actually a frequency that's associated with the production of better endorphins. And these are a kind of endorphin that contribute to helping us to control pain, but also produces feelings of well-being and increased empathy. So I thought that was very interesting. 111 Hertz on 1111. Is this the kind of frequencies that we're going to be able to receive? Last year, strange frequencies were recorded around the Earth. Great healing frequencies were sent in a pulse. That's worth researching for anybody that's interested. This is a very powerful day. And we're also coming to the end of the Samhain energies, because Samhain is not just the 31st of October, go all the way through to the 11th of November. It's a whole period. So as these energies draw to a close for another year, on the eve of the full moon in Taurus, we have Mercury passing in front of the Sun. And I feel that there's great healing and messages to be revealed at this time, as Mercury passes on those energies. So maybe take time to meditate on amplifying your highest frequency at 11:11 a.m. and be open to receive back. We are living in amazing times where we're raising our consciousness, and as we're clearing out the density and the debris within, we're much more able to tune in and to feel and to amplify and to be the higher frequencies. So on Tuesday we have the full moon at 19 degrees Taurus. 19 is the degree of the Sun card in tarot. So there might be a sense of light-heartedness that comes through and liberation flooding into our energy systems after this transit on Monday. Because every day, every week, every month we're growing in consciousness, we're tuning in, raising our frequency, and this actually has an impact on the outside world, as within, so without. So this great cleansing at the time of Halloween. In Scorpio, this great releasing of density and opening up to feel and receive these healing frequencies carries on with this full moon in Taurus. This is a time when the scales are tipping to the positive. And although when we look outwards we might see that the media focuses on fear and division, but there are actually hugely positive events that are happening right now. They just might be slightly out of the spotlight or beyond the five senses. And we're contributing, because everything is frequency, we're contributing with our feelings. And all feelings have frequencies that are measured outside of the human body. Some of the higher frequencies are peace and joy. Some of the lower ones are anger and fear. So at this time when the scales are tipping, we get to choose which frequency we'll be contributing, we'll be amplifying, we'll be embodying. And this full moon is the perfect time to realise our potential. Because Taurus is all about the heart, love, gratitude, those higher frequencies embodied. So we can be part of a movement that's going on. Empowered beings rising up and elevating the collective consciousness at this vital time. So 2 really powerful days there, with Mercury's transit followed immediately by the full moon in Taurus. Try not to be too busy. Try not to be looking outwards. Be still. Be centered. Release and receive. For the rest of the week we have Neptune very active, and Neptune herself is a tuning fork. It's our ability to clear the channel to be able to raise our vibration and be the receptive force to be able to anchor higher energies on Earth. So on Wednesday, Mercury trines Neptune, and that's a great harmonic. So to be grace and flow, to know that we're always guided to where we need to be and given what we need to know. So very, very meditative day there on Wednesday. Receiving higher thought forms, clearing the channel, getting back into the surrender and flow of life. By Thursday we have Venus square Neptune, so this is a harder angle. And Venus is the earth female and Neptune is the spiritual, the divine feminine. So with these two at odds, there's some lessons to be learnt here on Thursday about the feminine energies. And when women are in their true power, they can honour good men. So for women to reconnect back to their own feminine power rather than compete with men or try and take over from men means that we can step back and make room for more harmony in the balance of masculine and feminine. Because everything's always in perfect balance in our universe, the electromagnetic, the masculine, the feminine, and it's our beliefs and behaviours that skew this, make us work against the grain, swim against the flow. So this is simply letting go of those beliefs, letting go of control, letting go of false perception, and allowing ourselves to step back and raise up into that divine flow. So again, this is making harmony on earth as we make harmony within, and things start to balance on the outside as well. By Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I feel there's a retreat. There's lots to integrate. There's lots to filter from this big week. So taking a gentle retreat inwards, to rest a while, to realise what we've learnt and to reattune. And to revise and review as well, because we're still in the Mercury retrograde phase, and this one's in Scorpio, which is very deep. We're changing our inner psychological calibration here. But once we stop and observe impartially, we can see the bigger picture. We can observe the direction that things are naturally flowing in. We can get into alignment with that flow. And we get a greater perspective where we can act in a way that's harmonious with how things are unfolding in perfect time, rather than resisting and restricting ourselves and causing friction. So a real week for fine-tuning, for getting out of the head, getting out of our own way, clearing a channel to receive higher vibrations and to get back into the flow of life. And all this while Saturn's walking towards a meeting with Pluto in Capricorn in January. So we're on a daily journey of empowerment, of self-mastery. And these weeks running up to that will be lessons that we can tune into on a daily basis, guiding us towards that very special moment. So feeling rather than thinking, trusting our intuition, letting go of the past for restrictions, fears, negativity, cleaning ourselves and coming into a pure alignment is very much the message of this week. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I'm available one-to-one, in person or online. We can take a look at your soul plan, your birth chart, your own unique frequency, and see how you can align with your perfect flow. So please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com. I write daily horoscopes posted on Facebook at AstroZo, Instagram at zoehines7, and these videos are available on my YouTube channel, Zoe Astro. So wishing you a transformatively healing week, and I'll see you next week.